Welcome to Strong Thinking. Today's video is about something that a lot of guys find uncomfortable. Women often give subtle hints that show how they really feel, and if you can read these signs, you'll know exactly when she's interested. This video will show you the 7 key behaviors that women use to show they want to get closer to you. These tips are based on Stoic principles and will help you stay calm, confident, and clear in your interactions. Make sure you watch until the end to master these signs and improve your relationships. Let's begin to comprehend the subtle cues employed in partnerships. It can be hard to figure out what women are trying to say and do without them saying it. But if she wants to get closer to you, she'll often show it through her actions instead of words. If you can pick up on these signs, you might be on your way to a deeper connection. As the saying goes, hearing what isn't said is the most important thing in communication. There's a famous quote by Peter Drucker that says, "It's important to notice the little things because she wants you closer." If she acts in certain ways, like leaning in while you're talking, touching your arm during a conversation, or maintaining eye contact for longer than usual, these aren't just random actions. They're signs that she's interested in you. By learning to recognize these cues, you'll be able to make stronger connections and confidently pursue the relationships that matter. Remember that sometimes the best conversations are the ones that happen without words. First, smile at someone with love. The first step is to smile at someone you love. When a woman smiles at you and tilts her head to the side, she's sending a strong non-verbal message of safety and openness. That small movement, tilting her head, is a strong sign that she's interested and at ease around you. The head tilt is the classic sign of trust in receptivity. By exposing her neck, one of the most vulnerable parts of her body, she's unconsciously sending the message that she feels safe in your presence. This movement creates an air of closeness and openness, as if she's quietly lowering her guard just for you. Evolutionary psychology posits that exposing one's private parts in this manner signifies trust, which is why it frequently evokes attraction. Have you ever noticed how someone's body language reflects their comfort? That's her way of letting you know that she's interested in you. There's also the hint of charm. A playful flick of the eyelashes and a tilted head can give off a subtle allure that makes you wonder, is she interested in me? The answer might be in her body language. The Chameleon Effect says that people unknowingly mirror those they are interested in. This means that if you find yourself leaning in or tilting your head back, you might be responding to that interest. Now, think about that smile. An honest smile. A smile that goes all the way to the eyes is a sure sign of sincerity and warmth. This smile is genuine. It's not the type you'd see at work. A smile that says she really likes being with you, along with the head tilt and smile tilt, makes the connection stronger. When a woman wants someone to get closer, these 2 actions are often the first ones she shows. AAL, or physically, ask yourself if she would be so open if she didn't want to. The head tilt and smile together are psychological triggers. Her positive body language had what's known as the contagion effect. You'll feel more at ease when you see her smile and tilt her head. Your brain interprets those signals as positive, telling you to relax and connect with her more. This creates a feedback loop of mutual attraction. As Dale Carnegie once said, "A smile is a curve that sets everything straight." What a wonderful smile. It's not just a curve, it's a straight line that instantly makes you feel comfortable. If she smiles and keeps looking at you, it's a clear sign that she's interested. Keeping eye contact for more than a few seconds releases oxytocin, a hormone that strengthens bonds. When she looks you in the eyes and smiles, you feel even closer to her. She shows interest without saying a word. Does this exchange sound like one you've seen before? It's almost like her eyes are daring you to do something. Imagine you're in a cafe and someone looks across the room at you. When you look back, she tilts her head, smiles, and holds your gaze a little longer than you thought she would. Scientists have found that making eye contact for more than 3 seconds can make you feel attracted to someone. At that moment, she stops being a stranger and starts asking you to connect with her. Have you ever been surprised by how someone's body language made you feel attracted to or at ease? How did you react? Not all attraction stems from spoken words. What are some quiet, unspoken actions that make you want to connect with her? The next time you see her smile and tilt her head, don't just think about it. Maybe it's time to do something. Number 2, emotional. Imagine you're sitting at a cafe and she slowly moves her chair closer to yours. Even though you're not touching, you're in line. There's plenty of space, and instead of keeping a polite distance, she stands just close enough for you to feel her presence. This intentional and natural closeness serves as her subtle way of gauging your openness to connection. It's in these moments that the language of proximity tells you more than words ever could. Have you ever noticed how she leans in a little when you're talking? That slight forward tilt of her body is a powerful signal that she's more than just listening. It's engagement, a sign that she's comfortable, curious, and maybe just wants to close the distance between you. Not only is proximity physical, it's also emotional. When someone moves closer without having to, it's like an unspoken invitation into their personal space. She's expressing her attraction to you by shifting in her seat or standing a few inches closer than necessary. Proxemics is the study of how people use space to communicate. Depending on how comfortable they are with someone, people naturally set boundaries. When a woman moves into your personal bubble, usually within 18 inches or less, it's not by accident. That's the space set aside for emotional connection. And when she touches you, even if it's just briefly, a light brush of your arm or a gentle tap on your shoulder, it's on purpose. Albert Moravian, a famous psychologist, once said that how we talk to others and ourselves determines the quality of our lives. So how do you talk to her when she walks into your space? It's important to pay attention to her body language. Does she lean in when you talk? Does she laugh and lightly touch your arm? Respond to her actions. Lean in a little and let your body move in sync with hers. This quiet dance shows her that you understand each other's body language, even if you don't say a word. Getting closer to her doesn't just close the physical gap, it also closes the emotional one. By noticing her signals and reacting in kind, you make room for connection to grow naturally and without any effort on your part. Number 3, her effect on us. The Chameleon Effect says that we are so friendly and able to get along with others. It's fascinating how often we move in ways that are similar to those we feel connected to. This subtle, almost magical dance is part of the Chameleon Effect. It's like the world orchestrates the sin of two bodies, even when they don't say a word to each other. Neuroscience demonstrates that our mirror neurons fire when we observe someone we're interested in or attracted to, causing us to unconsciously mimic their actions. So, when a woman leans in when you do, raises her hand when you raise yours, and nods right when you nod, it's like her body is quietly saying, "I resonate with you." Women do this when they feel drawn to someone or comfortable in their presence. It's like sending an invisible message. "Hey, we're in sync, you and me." Her body reacts to yours, matching your rhythm and energy. And when she starts to mirror you, it's a clear sign that she wants to get closer emotionally and maybe even physically. That's the beauty of mirroring. It's more than just attraction. Think of it as a silent dance of mutual respect, where both partners instinctively know their steps. She mirrors your movements and maybe even your tone, building a familiar bridge of understanding. It's her way of saying, "I get you." The more in sync your movements are, the more comfortable you both feel. This isn't just human nature, it's universal. Babies even copy the facial expressions of their caregivers, building trust. When a baby mirrors your posture, gestures, or way of speaking, it's a silent declaration of comfort and alignment. They say that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Her mirroring is a quiet sign of how much he values the relationship between you two. It goes beyond words and is a sincere rhythmic saying, "I want to understand you." Mirroring goes beyond mere physical movements. It encompasses energy as well if you exude calm confidence. She may reflect that back to you. Genuine confidence is magnetic. Your body language conveys more than words ever could. And when she reflects it, she engages in a dialogue of presence and energy without needing to speak. Take note of this. If your voice is soft, she'll lower her tone to match you. If you're more upbeat and enthusiastic, she'll elevate her energy to meet yours. This emotional resonance amplifies connection, making each other feel truly understood. So why does this matter? Because mirroring builds trust, intimacy, and understanding, three pillars of genuine attraction. When she mirrors you, it signals that she feels safe in your company. Emotional safety, that's the foundation for deeper attraction. Pay attention to these moments, embrace them, and leverage them to strengthen your bond, one synchronized movement at a time. 4 sparks of collision. 4 sparks in a crash. Sparks of collision. If a woman feels the need to touch you, even if it's just a light brush on the arm or something that seems like an accident, it's a clear sign that she's interested. A pat on the shoulder while you're talking, or a light touch on the hand while you're giving something over, might seem like an everyday thing, but she's usually trying to get to know you better by seeing how you react to her physical touch. One of the strongest unconscious ways to show interest is through touch, which has a significant impact on how relationships start and grow. Researchers have found that even a light touch can send a strong message of interest. Touch triggers the release of oxytocin, commonly referred to as the love hormone. This hormone encourages short physical connections that bond, build trust, and promote emotional closeness. Short physical connections can have a profound psychological effect on both individuals. Think about this. When she leans in closer or lightly touches your arm, what do you instinctively feel? Does it make you feel a spark, or does it make you more aware of her presence? Giving her loving touches, like a gentle pat on the back as you lead her through a crowded room, or a warm hug when you meet her, can strengthen your relationship. A nudge on the shoulder after she laughs at something you said can enhance this effect. This playful action not only strengthens the physical connection, but also creates a moment of shared joy and closeness, which makes the interaction more memorable. Taking part in this dance of touch, from light touches to deeper ones, Tony Robbins, an American author and motivational speaker, once said, "The only thing that can stop you from making a difference is your imagination and your commitment." Embraces strengthen the bond between you two. What if you saw these touches not as gestures, but as invitations to explore a deeper emotional landscape? Remember that being open to the possibility of intimacy is key to building connections. In a world where digital communication has become more popular than face-to-face interactions, this makes room for attraction to grow. Touching someone can bring back the essence of human connection. So the next time she reaches out, see it as a chance for a deeper conversation and a study of what's beneath the surface. Accept it and see where this journey of touch can take you. You both acknowledge that you have a strong connection. Staying around after a conversation is one of the smallest but most powerful signs that a woman is interested in you. If she keeps talking or just hangs out nearby after the main conversation is over, it's a clear sign that she likes you and wants to keep interacting with you. This behavior isn't random. She's usually making a choice to stay close instead of moving away or interacting with other people. This small choice says a lot about how she's feeling. When we like someone, our natural tendency is to want to spend more time with them. Staying close can psychologically mean a sense of connection and emotional attraction. If she feels at ease and comfortable around you, she may want to extend the time you spend together. This can show up in a number of ways, such as making eye contact, laughing at your jokes, or even leaning in closer while you talk. These non-verbal cues show that she enjoys your company and may want to deepen the connection. Getting closer to someone. One of the fastest ways to become closer is to share experiences. Doing things together, like cooking, camping, or going to an event, makes memories that you can both look back on and enjoy. Create a story of a relationship that gives you both something to talk about and remember. From a psychological point of view, when someone enjoys being with another person, they often show it. To deepen a relationship, whether it's a friendship or a romantic one, you need to build trust, emotional closeness, and understanding. It's not just about spending time together, it's about creating meaningful interactions that bring you closer together. When we like someone, we want to be around them more, even to talk longer. So how do you handle this? How can you make the most of the fact that she wants to stay and talk? If you see that she's lingering, take the chance to keep the conversation going by asking her something that shows you're interested in her thoughts and feelings. For example, if you said you loved traveling, what was the most memorable place you visited? This keeps the conversation going and shows that you're interested in her experiences. If the time is right, suggest something spontaneously. For example, you could say, "I know a wonderful coffee shop nearby. Would you like to grab a coffee and continue our conversation?" This demonstrates confidence and a willingness to engage. Are you prepared to engage in a more intimate conversation with her? If she's facing you directly, keeping an open posture and making eye contact, these are strong signs that she's interested. However, if she's on her phone or looking around, she may not care. It's important to read these cues because, as the famous psychologist Albert Moravian once said, 93% of communication is non-verbal body language. If she seems hesitant, that's a wonderful chance to strengthen your relationship with her. Just remember that patience is key. Let the talk flow naturally and see how she reacts before you make any big moves. Effective communication and active listening are interdependent. Don't rush. Enjoy the moment and make her feel at ease with you. The more she feels at ease, the more she will like you. She's likely to reveal herself, and that's when the magical moment occurs. Empathy triggers the release of oxytocin, a hormone associated with trust and bonding, according to neuroscientists. This means that the closer she feels to you, the stronger your relationship can become. When she's unsure, focus on being present, watching her body language, and responding thoughtfully. This shows that you are emotionally intelligent, as well as getting ready for a stronger link. Sixth, she shows weakness by idly running her fingers along her neck or fiddling with her jewelry. This may seem like a harmless action, but it has deep meanings. For example, when she lightly touches her collarbone or adjusts a necklace while talking, she's subtly showing layers of attraction and vulnerability. Since the neck is so sensitive, even unintentionally drawing attention to it can indicate a desire to get close. It's like she's saying, "I find you attractive, but I'm also a little nervous." When a woman makes these kinds of movements, they often calm people down and show that they are both excited and nervous. Changing her clothes or accessories while you're there isn't just her fidgeting. It shows that she wants to present her best self to you. Everyone wants to impress the people they find attractive. Her attempt to look polished is an unconscious signal of interest that she wants your attention. So how can you respond? If she leans in, lean a little closer. If she touches her necklace, compliment it. These are all small things that can make a big difference. Encourage connection and strengthen the bond between you. Keep in mind that these aren't merely nervous routines. They're indicators that you might overlook. Understanding these cues involves not only interpreting behavior, but also deciphering nonverbal messages. For example, she might be changing her clothes, which seems like a simple action, but it hides a complex set of behaviors. Nava maintains her social and romantic relationships by striving to appear flawless. She shows that she knows how you see her. This way of showing yourself is always important when there is attraction. Evolutionary psychology deeply connects with these subtle signs. Women, people who find someone interesting, may naturally show their most vulnerable parts, like the neck, to demonstrate trust and openness. This can build a stronger empathic connection with that person, drawing them closer in ways that words often can't. In this dance of attraction, it's the spoken language of body and emotion that lasts. Thought number 7. The finer points of the number 7. How delicate flirting can be when it comes to showing interest without words. The way she acts shows a careful mix of confidence and fear, attractive and intriguing. The classy gesture of twisting her hair while talking, such as gently twisting a strand around her finger while maintaining eye contact, is a strong signal, almost an unspoken invitation to engage. But is this just a nervous habit, or is there something deeper at play? Twisting her hair does two things. It calms her down and gets your attention at the same time. It's a dance of vulnerability and confidence. She relies on you to notice her without uttering a word. This fun act becomes even more important when she twirls her hair while looking at you with her eyes. This strong green light combines self-soothing and flirtation. It's a classic flirty move that sends a clear message that she wants your attention. It's her way of saying, "I'm here, are you paying attention?" This isn't just a one-off action. It's part of a bigger emotional strategy that goes beyond simple flirting. With a hint of playfulness and curiosity, she's reading the mood, watching how you react, and measuring your interest. Now is the time to be more deliberate, rather than being swept away by every little move. Respond with calm and curiosity. When someone compliments you, they should really mean it. Do not start off by flattering her too much, as this can make you seem like you are trying too hard. Instead, focus on one or two things you really like about her, like her style, smile, or a thoughtful comment she made. You could say something like, "I admire how positive you always seem." This shows her that you're interested in more than just her looks. If she keeps showing interest by making eye contact, laughing at your jokes, or keeping the conversation going, you might want to suggest a casual outing. Keep it simple with "Hey." Ralph Waldo Emerson, a renowned American author, once asserted that no great endeavor could exist without excitement. I'd love to grab coffee with you sometime. If you stay calm and excited, you may find the link in the inclusion conclusion. Understanding the subtle signs and behaviors women use can help you figure out if she wants to be closer to you. If she acts this way, it's important to pay attention to these signals, like making eye contact all the time, looking for reasons to be close to you, or even having deeper conversations. These are all clear signs that she likes you and is comfortable being with you. But remember that confidence and self-respect are important in relationships. Stay grounded. Watch the video today to learn about the 7 subtle signs that she wants to get closer to you. By recognizing these signs, you'll understand her goals and be able to handle your interactions with stoicism. Remember that knowing these signs is about making real connections and building relationships based on honesty and respect. If you learned something from this movie, please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to make sure you don't miss any more. Take care, have faith, and I'll see you in the next movie.